What is going on, guys? My name is The Face, and today I wanted to discuss how the Wii U could have succeeded. Now, one of the major reasons why I think the Wii U failed was its marketing. You all know this, the Wii U's marketing was really bad. It made it seem like it was an add-on for the Wii. Even at the time, I wasn't like a super hardcore gamer, and I didn't even know about the Wii U until 2 years after it was out. And then after I saw it, I originally thought it was an add-on for the Wii. Then I realized it wasn't, and then the whole gamepad thing, and I eventually ended up getting one for myself. I just want to stress that I love this console. The Wii U is one of my favorite video game consoles, and the gamepad is one of my favorite controllers, which is very surprising. Please don't make fun of me. I really like the gamepad's design and all that, but the reason the Wii U failed financially was because of the gamepad, and I'll tell you why I think that. So, the Wii U had way better specs than the Xbox One Xbox 360 and PS3, but it couldn't keep up with the PS4 and Xbox One. So the Wii U had a very weak chip, and graphics processing was done by an AMD Radeon, but no one knows how powerful. And it has 2 gigs of DDR3 RAM. Now, the reason the gamepad plays into all this is because that's where lots of the cost would have been for manufacturing. The gamepad was probably pretty expensive to make. So if Nintendo decided to just make a normal game console, or even just make a successor to the Wii, call it the Wii 2, or even call it the Wii U, and just stress that it was a different console, but you could still use all your Wii remotes and all that, the Wii U would have been much more successful. We have the gamepad, which costed lots to make, and was mandatory with every Wii U console, because that was the whole thing with it, right? Nintendo didn't even end up using the gamepad for anything really special. I mean, Breath of the Wild, you just tap the screen and you can play on the gamepad, that's it. No map, no inventory, no nothing. Which is really sad, because the gamepad is a great controller if you think about it. Now, if Nintendo didn't include the gamepad with the system, and made the gamepad just an optional add-on to the Wii U, what could have happened? Well, for starters, they could have put a more powerful chip in there. The Wii U doesn't have a very powerful chip, and 2 gigs of RAM, mostly half of that goes to the operating system. When you go to press the home button and go back into Breath of the Wild, for example, it takes a while to load the game back into the system, so that's not really good. Now, if Nintendo didn't include the gamepad with the system, they could have threw more money at the chip and the RAM. Maybe if we got something along the lines of even as much as 3 gigs of RAM, or 3 gigs of RAM and just a better processor, the Wii U would have been phenomenal. Companies would have gotten on board and all that. It wouldn't be as difficult to develop for, because the gamepad was the most difficult part of developing for the Wii U. And now you're saying, well, what if they still weren't clear? Well, if there was no gamepad that looked like a peripheral and was the only thing being shown in the ads, then there would be nothing to get confused about on the consumer's part. There was no gamepad, and then they just said, hey, the Wii U, it's a new system, you can use all your Wii remotes. Boom. There you go. Brand new system, very easily marketed, and really, guys, don't get me wrong, I love the Wii U. It's probably my 3rd favorite Nintendo console. First being the Switch, as of now, and second being the Wii. This is not counting handhelds, just this is home consoles, okay? But in my opinion, this is why the Wii U failed. The Wii U could have been way more successful financially. The Wii U is a fantastic system, and is worth getting now for some games such as Smash Brothers alone. But if we get that on the Switch, that's a different story. Now, what do you think? Tell me in the comments, do you think the Wii U would have been more financially successful if Nintendo didn't include the gamepad? I think so. I love the gamepad though, that's the thing. If they added it as an optional thing, they could have put way more money into ads and processing power, graphical power, RAM, all that. And the Wii U would have been more powerful, easier to work with, and I don't know if it's safe to say it would have been a better console though, because the gamepad was pretty neat. So yeah, tell me what you think in the comments. Do you think the Wii U would have been more successful without the gamepad? Do you even own a Wii U? I mean, if you're one of the 5 people like me that owns one, I want to hear your opinion. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Wait, why am I doing a standard outro right now? What does it mean? What does it all mean? Oh, maybe I just love the Wii U too much.